So the purpose of this video is to show you some examples of how to work through the assignment that we're going to be doing today. Now, please understand that the website we're going to be using randomizes our notes. And so the order I'm about to do these in is not the order you're going to see them in. You may also have duplicates, but anyway. So I'm going to talk through the thought process of how to figure out these notes, and then I'm going to show you how to turn it in, okay? So, first things first, I know I'm in treble clef. I'm not dealing with any other notes, no other clefs, dealing with treble clef. I'm going to ask myself 3 questions. So I see this note, I'm going to ask myself 3 questions. First question. Is it on a line or is it in a space? Does it have a line going through it or is it in the space between a line? Well, in this case, it's in a space, but none of those spaces line up with my phrases, right? So it doesn't fit every good boy does fun, doesn't fit put a face, F-A-C-E, in the space. So my second question is, what's my phrase? Well, I don't have one right now, or at least not one I can use. But thanks to my every good boy does fine on the line phrase, I know that the bottom line is E. And if you read closely on our last page, our general rule of thumb is that when we go down the staff, we go backward in the alphabet. So I know what this bottom line is, and this note I'm trying to figure out is right under that. So I'm gonna tell myself what this bottom line is. So again, every good boy does fine on the line. So I said every on this line, so it must be E. And so again, this note is right under that. So I'm going to back up one letter in the alphabet. Back up one letter in the alphabet, it's got to be D. Okay? So same thing up here. Is this a line note or a space note? Well, it's a space note because it doesn't have a line going through it. What's our phrase? Well, none of my phrases work in this instance, okay, because this is above my every good boy does fine phrase. But I do know that because of every good boy does fine on the line, that this top line is F. So from there, I'm going to do the same thing I just did, only since I'm going up, I'm going to go forward in the alphabet. Okay, so I know this top line is F. The space above that, this open space right here, has to be the next letter, which is G. But wait, I'm not done. I haven't reached that note yet. So I'm going to go up to the next line, because I always go line, space, line, space. So I've gone F, line F, space G. That line has to be the next letter, which again, when I run out of letters in my musical alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, I start over. So I've got F, G. This line has to be A. But again, I'm still not there. This is the space above that line. So I've got to keep going in my alphabet one more time. So I know that, again, top line F, space G, line A, this has to be B. All right, so again, that was what if I run into something outside the staff. Okay? So this is an easier one. This one fits my 3 questions very perfectly. So let's do this one as an example of how to do one inside the staff. So again, I have 3 questions I'm going to ask myself. First of all, is it a line note or a space note? You can see it's not on the line, it's in the space, so it's a space note. Again, I should have read on the last page or the page before that, what phrase do I use to keep track of my space notes? And if I remember, it's put a face in the space, and I'm going to spell the word face in my spaces. And that phrase is always going to work from the bottom to the top. So let's spell the word face. F-A-C-E. So now to answer my third question, what is it? Well, the answer is going to be according to what letter or what word I said when I bumped into that note. So in this case, F-A-C-E. When I said F, the note was right there. So the answer is F. Okay, let's do one more example. Again, this one fits perfectly in my 3 questions. And I promise that this is totally random for me recording this right now. So I just lucked up that I got examples of each one. But anyway, first question, line or space? So again, I can see there's a line going through it. It must be a line note. Second question, what's my phrase? My phrase is, every good boy does fine on the line. So, again, third question, what is it? So let's use my phrase again to figure out what letter or what word I use when I get there. Every good boy does fine. And so again, if you follow me, every good boy, I said boy when I got to this note, and boy starts with B. Okay? So again, there's some examples how to think through this stuff. Okay? When you're done, you should have, first of all, 25 notes complete. Really, you should have 25 out of 25 notes correct. If ever you want to reset your score and start over to get that 25 out of 25, you press these 3 dots over here and press reset score. And it'll reset it back to 0 and you can go again. Okay, but if you're going along, I'm just going to click, get some wrong. So I just did 10. Your assignment is 25. So I ended up with a 70. If that's fine with me and that's the score I want to turn in and put in the grade book, I'm going to go over here to my 3 dots. I'm going to click Show Progress Report. I'm going to sign that progress report with my name. And it's going to give me a verification code. You're going to copy this code and input it into our text box on our assignment page. Okay? So you're going to copy the code, not the link. You're going to copy the code and input it into our text box on the assignment page. Okay? Again, if you have any questions, please ask. I hope you got a chance to watch the live stream from class, and that will give you more practice with how to identify these notes and what it all means. Okay? Good luck.